My name's Billy Wiley and I'm the project manager of Midnight Street Soccer. Midnight Street Soccer is a diversionary programme for young people under the age of 18. The ages range mostly 16, 17 and 18 year olds. It's to deal with issues such as antisocial behaviour, youth-led violence, underage drinking and underage substance abuse. That's the issues that we're trying to tackle, and we use sport as the medium to do that. And we use it very well because the programme's been so successful over the years that it's been running. We piloted Midnight Street Soccer in 2004 in North Belfast, and it was a great pilot scheme. And then Comic Relief very kindly came in with 5 years funding for the programme to roll it out right across Belfast. But because the programme was so successful, within 2 years it was rolled right across Northern Ireland in 25 facilities. It was playing last year. There was 25 facilities right across Northern Ireland. In 2004 we set up a consultation with young people because where I work there's a public park, and we found that there was a lot of youth-led violence at our interfaces where Catholic and Protestant communities meet. We had gatherings of young people, so we actively went to those young people and asked them what would they want as an alternative. And one young lad says that football leagues would be good between 9 o'clock and midnight, and we thought it was ridiculous, the idea at the start, but the more we thought about it, the simpler it was to implement this. So we decided to do the pilot, and it was a huge smash from then on. Well, Midnight Street Soccer is open to all young people. Now, a lot of our young people, the age range is the average between 14 to 17, with usually to the older bracket, maybe 16 and 17. But we also have ethnic minorities here participating in Midnight Street Soccer, and we've also got groups of young ladies who come. Some participate, some don't participate, some just come along because it's an event, because it's the big lights on in a community. So, but if they're here, then we treat that as a success as well. Midnight Street Soccer has a couple of spin-off programmes where we would enhance good relations, and also we would challenge young people around using educational workshops and team building activities where we would bring young people from different communities together. We would sort of challenge them in a sort of innovative way, a new way that keeps them engaged. You know, a fun way with fun workshops, and it seems to work. And the young people, they've engaged in this part of the programme for a long time. Because of the spin-off programmes that we've had, the lasting friendships have been developed where they would not have been developed any other. There's no way that there's some of these relationships that couldn't have taken place just because of where the young people live. Some of the young people live within 200 yards of each other, and they would never cross paths in their whole lives, only for Midnight Street Soccer. And the opportunities around training for young people, we offer training with accredited coaching badges, child protection, equity training, and we try to develop pathways for the young people to go through while they're here on the programme. Yes, absolutely, and I've seen that firsthand here at Midnight Soccer. I've been running Midnight Soccer since 2004, for almost 7 years, and I've seen that firsthand. I've seen communities where they would be fighting with each other, quite simply fighting with each other, and I've seen them play together harmoniously here at Midnight Street Soccer. I'd love to say it's always harmonious, but it's not, but it definitely can change, and we use sport as the medium to attract the young people, to engage the young people. And some of the young people don't even know that they're taking part in a crime prevention programme. They think they're taking part in a five-a-side football competition. Well, back in 2004 when we started Midnight Street Soccer, one of the big things that we heard from the young people was there was no other youth provision at these times on a Friday and a Saturday night. And these are times when communities are vulnerable to antisocial behaviour and criminal damage. So there's not many other provisions for young people at this time, but because of the success of Midnight Street Soccer, and we've got statistics from the police showing that youth-led violence is reduced when Midnight Street Soccer is taking place, other groups have now started to open their doors at the same times as Midnight Street Soccer is running to provide that provision for young people. Off the back of Midnight Street Soccer, it's all about engaging the young people, and once we've got them engaged, we would ask them what is there other things they would like to do instead of football. And things we've heard back have been aerobics, have been dance classes, especially from the young ladies who attend Midnight Street Soccer. So we have put them on those classes on for them, and they would be successful as well. So really it's just reactionary what we do. You know, if the young people wanted to play a different sport altogether, we would accommodate them and play that sport. You know, we don't try and ram the football down their throats. We listen to what they've got to say, and that's why it's been so successful. Peace and resolution it's a big thing for me. I grew up in inner city North Belfast with paramilitary run community, and over the last number of years we've sort of started to taste peace, and everyone wants it, you know, and this is a very small step towards reconciliation between the two communities that have been divided here. But if we can do it here on a football pitch, then maybe our politicians up in Stormont can take a leaf out of our book and maybe get something moving on up there as well.